Hey guys, War God here. I'm back for another video of more 70s stuff. Maybe a little bit of newer stuff, not very much, but anyway, I wanted to show you these. These are split 7 inches. I pre-ordered these, and I totally forgot about them. I was going through my stuff, and I came across these again, but love the band. I support the band 150%. I buy everything that comes out from this band, and they're set to release their new album on January 11th, and I'm talking about Haunt. Well, these are a 7-inch split. They come out with two versions of these with 2 different bands. Of course, this is the one cover. This is the other cover, and the split is with Seven Sisters on this one, and the other split is with Fortress on this one. So if you have not gotten these, I think you're out of luck, because I don't think these will ever be repressed again. They sold really fast, but I was just happy to pick these up. I pre-ordered these. They came about 3 weeks ago, so happy to get these. So anyway, get back into it here. These are all reissues. You're gonna say, who is this band? Never heard of them. They're from mid-60s. This has probably one of the most famous drummers ever in this band, and I'm talking about the Graham Bond Organization. And this album is The Sound of 65. It's been remastered, of course, but this has, of course, Ginger Baker on drums, one of his very first bands he was in. But the Graham Bond Organization. And then also I picked up this one, which is also a remaster. This one is called There's a Bond Between Us. And of course, Graham Bond Organization. You can see this is Ginger Baker right here. You can see that. But also from the mid-60s. I've been getting into this band quite a bit. Some Greenslade. And this one is Spyglass Guest. And through Discogs. I also picked up this one, a Gold Rock from Greenslade. This is this is on the Brain label. This is an import from Germany. This one I just got the other day. Greenslade, self-titled. Good stuff here. And this one is a gatefold. So I'm happy to pick those up. I just picked this up. This just came the other day. From Discogs as well. This band is called Fatwater, and I believe that this is their self-titled one. Yeah, self-titled album. So you gotta love these from back in them early days. It's more hard rock, bluesy. And then I picked up 2 of these. One is a white label promo, and one isn't. The band is called Bedlam. And if you're not familiar with them, join the others. Bedlam is Cozy Powell. on drums, of course. Francesco Aiello on vocals, Dennis Ball on bass, and Dave Ball on guitars. It's produced by Felix Papalardi, of course, from Mountain. But anyway, anything with Cozy Paul will be good. This is on the Green Chrysalis label, so happy to get that one. Fairly decent shape album. Just some killer hard rock from the 70s. And then I also have this Bedlam here. It's from 73 as well. But this one is a white label promo on the Chrysalis label. So happy to get this one. Like I say, there's so many good, great 70s gems out there. It's just great searching for this. You'll never find 95% of these. You'll never find probably in record shops. You might come across them, but I guarantee you won't find half of what I show you or more in record shops. Discogs. This I got through Amazon. This is also on Music on Vinyl. They've been doing a lot of this reissuing of this band's material, and I'm going to definitely be getting most of it. I finally picked up this Golden Earring 7 Tears. I think this was originally released in 1970. 69 right in there. But great stuff from Golden Earring. I love Golden Earring. One of my favorite bands of all time. And then I picked up this is limited edition. I got 115 of 500 Defiance, and the album Poof. Also from the 70s. This actually came as a filler in an album, and I think this is actually a better copy than what I have. Southern Rock from Atlanta, Georgia. ARS. And this is the Underdog album from Atlanta, Rhythm Section. This one, let's see, when did this come out? 70, 80, and 79. Another band out of the 70s. It's on the Wooden Nickel label. If you're familiar with that, Styx was on the Wooden Nickel label in the early 70s. The band is called String Cheese. This is from 1971. Other band, this is a reissue as well. This comes with a poster. The band is called Mushroom, and the album One Early Morning. Gatefold. Psychedelic band. On the Pilot label. I'll have to show you this poster they got. Here's the band, Mushroom. Some good stuff here. Another band out of the 70s, a band called Pulse. came out, well actually this came out in 1968, I'm sorry about that, but there it is here. And also, this is the other one I was looking for and I couldn't find it. But this one is a live album, and this is also Graham Bond Organization, live at Klux Cleat. This is an original here. This is more bluesy in nature than anything. Most of those are. And this is let's see here. Yeah, it's on the decal label. I ordered this on Discogs, and I totally forgot about it because I've been ordering so much at the time. And the guy had sent me the invoice and I totally spaced it out, and he sent me a message saying that he took it off, and then he gave me a negative feedback, and I emailed him back and I told him I apologize, I had been out of town working and I totally forgot about it. Well, I didn't hear nothing for 4 days. He sent me a message, changed my feedback, and asked me if I still wanted it, I could buy it, which I did, and I'm glad. And I still gave him positive feedback, which I should. He gave me a positive feedback, so everything is good. Good stuff. Okay, now this is a very, very unique album. The cover anyway. This originally came out in this cover. First I'm going to show you. The band is called The Brain Police. They're out of San Diego. This is a very psychedelic album. It's from 1960, late 60s. This band dressed up like the Beatles of the Sgt. Pepper era. And anyway, this album came out in, this is a cotton cover bag that the original issues actually came in this. Well, they reissued these in the same format. Now the inside is just a plain white insert. And it is on the Gerson label, but I've never come across an album cover like this whatsoever. I mean, I showed a cover earlier from a band, Free Will, that I thought was a great cover. But this is actually one of the most unique album covers I think you'll ever find or ever own. I'm absolutely floored by this. It's a prized possession of mine right now, so I don't know if you can get these anymore. You might. But if you can, definitely pick it up. I highly recommend you do that. So anyway, get this back in here, hopefully. So anyway, The Brain Police. And then I have another one of these Blue Mountain Eagle. This one is an original, I believe. Lost Classic. And then I picked up some more Bride. This one is Show No Mercy. Now I'm missing, I think, first one maybe, or the second one. Anyway, I get confused. So I have 4 Brides now. picked up a band called Ellison. Originally out in '71, this is a reissue, and just some great classic rock, hard rock, early '70s rock from this band Ellison. This is called Classic. Definitely a heavy rock album with early progressive, folky, bluesy overtones. Band is out of Virginia. It's from '71. Powerful vocals, loud guitar, killer Hammond, flute, think Deep Purple, Jethro Tull, Grand Funk. And you have the album Harbor from Mason. The only one that's ever put out by the band. It's a classic. We picked up this from Peter Kokkonen. The album is called Black Kangaroo, put out on Grunt Records. It is a gatefold. Just some hard rock again. So happy to pick this up. And I have another one of these. I showed a CD of this band. This one is a vinyl. The Spirit of John Morgan, the self-titled album. Definitely has the classic Hammond organ sound. So kind of progressive rock, hard rock in nature. From the Spirit of John Morgan. And then I have a classic from a band called The Damnation of Adam Blessing. You're saying, where in the hell did you find this shit? Well, I find it all over the place. If people tell you that there's nothing out there that is good or you can't find it, bullshit. It's out there, you can find it, you just gotta search. If you don't want to search, you ain't gonna have it. I guarantee you that. So again, mostly what I've been buying mostly is a lot of 60s, 70s stuff. 80s I do buy. I do buy a lot of new stuff, but it hasn't been as frequent as it has been in the past for me. Of course, it's the end of the year now, so a lot of new stuff has already been out. And the new year coming up, it starts out slow, and then probably about end of February, March, then it starts to gear up with a lot of new releases. Not saying there is a lot coming out in January or February. I don't think it's just as prominent as it is in the later months, early later months. So anyway, good stuff here. Another band. This is an original, still sealed, from 1969, a band called Magic, and the album Enclosed. Just some great hard rock, psych. A lot of the stuff, like I say, I buy is that. So and I also picked up another one. This is going to a friend. I picked up this from a band called Jelly Roll. Here's the back. Saying, wow, man, this is not, who is this? But anyway, this is a gatefold. And a lot of album covers back in them early days were known for your album sliding out of here, which I don't mind, you know, but sometimes they can be a nuisance. But anyway, band called Jelly Roll. This is a band I mentioned in the Brown Acid series. The ultimate hard rock holy grail from Stonewall. Originally released in '76. Just think their sound is kind of like Led Zeppelin, Leafhound, Jerusalem, Granicus, and Orangutan. So, and then there you have Stonewall. Here is a band that plays some bluesy psych rock. This is the only album they ever made from NSU, and it is Turn On or Turn Me Down. This I bought over at Rock'n'Roll. I've been buying a lot of this band's kind of more of the bootleg stuff. Rush, live at Agora Ballroom in Cleveland, Ohio in 1974 in December. So it has songs from the first two albums. I saw Rush in '73 and '74 in Fargo. First time I saw him was with the original drummer John Rutsey, and then of course with Neil Peart. So I was fortunate enough to get to see the original drummer. Here's a album from a band or from a guy called Hugh Lloyd Langston. The album is '71. Put out by Purple Pyramid Records. I picked this up a while back. It's a limited edition yellow vinyl, also put out by Purple Pyramid Records. It is Pat Travers Live, recorded live April 30th, 1981 at the Stanley Theater in Pittsburgh, PA. Here's some prog rock from a band called Sun Treader. This is a trio. Let's see, this was come out in '72. I don't know if I showed this, but I have two of these. But anyway, the new Angel Arisen. Great album. I would love to see him in these summer tour, hopefully, in the state of Minnesota. I found this at Vinyl Giant, and I was lucky to even see this. I don't see this very often. I didn't have this except Breaker. I didn't have this, and this is in very, very good shape. Wish Cult Extraterrestrial Live. Of course, gatefold. It has all their classics. It has the classic VOC lineup yet. So, glad I picked this up. I didn't have this, so I picked this up. Actually, I picked this up at a used shop in Fargo, and I'm trying to think of the name. I've only been there once, but he had this here. That's where I got the VOC and the Accept. I picked up Saxon, The Eagles Landed Live. I did not have this, and I usually have most of Saxon's material, but I did not have this for some odd reason, so I picked it up. I picked up some more Status Quo, 1982. It's kind of a change for them. It's on the Vertigo label. I'm close to having all of the Status Quo stuff on vinyl that I can find. Some more bluesy hard rock from a band called Road. It's on Natural Resources Records. Come out in 1972. Band is out of Detroit. It is a gatefold. I picked up the National Headband and the album Albert One. Kind of has an embossed name down here, up here, and then in the back, all this is picture framing is embossed. But this came out, I want to say about 1971 as well. But anyway, some National Headband. And last one is a band called Hurdy-Gurdy. And just some great classic psychedelic rock. And then I picked up these two versions. One's a UK and one's a US pressing. And I forget which one is which. But I picked, I think this. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this is the UK version. I think. I get them mixed up. Anyway, there's two songs, or a song that isn't on the UK, that is on the UK version that isn't on the US version. Very heavy, very humble is the album from 1970. And so I picked both of those up. These I picked up at the Vinyl Giant. Picked up Autograph, Loud and Clear. I did not have this one, Uriah Heep, Sweet Freedom. I picked up some more Allman Brothers, Wipe the Windows, Check the Oil, Dollar Gas. Trying to pick up what I had before back. I've been trying to pick up some more Black Oak, Arkansas, I'd Rather Be Sailing. This was from 1978 on the Capricorn label. I picked up a great psych album. It's on the Universal label, an OG, Fever Tree. Another Time, Another Place. I have a couple now. You can see that's the Uni label. This I picked up at so where the hell was this? The Exchange Station in Moorhead, Minnesota, which is a pawn shop. They have in the back, they have a bunch of albums. God, they must have 15,000 albums back there that are really not that well taken care of. They're just, most of them are trash. But I went through them, and I've been there twice, and I found some good gems. And this is one of them I found. I found probably 50 of them. And they're all cheap, a couple bucks. Fairly decent shape. All they needed to do is be cleaned. I picked up this Blues Project with Al Cooper, Roy Blumfeld, Danny Kalb, Tony Flanders, Steve Katz, and Kluber, Andy Kluber of the Blues Project. It's on the Verb record label. This I found at Vinyl Giant. Some more AC/DC for those about to rock. This I found at the Vinyl Giant, and some great jazz, heavy jazz. Of course, this has Chick Corea, Lenny White, Al Di Meola, and this is a fantastic album. Return to Forever and Romantic Warrior. This I found at Vinyl Giant as well. Stone the Crows. I believe, no, maybe this was at the Exchange. The Continuous Performances. It's on the Polydor label. I picked up, actually I got two of these now. I got to see which one is the best. I picked up some more Allman Brothers as well on Beginnings. These are all at the Exchange station. I picked up another Trooper Flying Colors. This is up for trade. So if anybody's interested, let me know. This I never come across ever before. I was kind of curious about it because of the cover. Artful Dodger, Babes on Broadway. It's on Columbia Records. Band has quite a few albums out. This one was actually released in '77. This was a kind of a grail find for me. I don't think I would have ever came across it. This is a promo. I tried to clean it up the best I could as far as the cover, but a surprise find at the Exchange station, $2. The Bees, the only one. Get Up. I mean, you can buy them on Discogs, but kind of finding these in the wild are quite rare, so I'm happy to pick this up. This is a promo, Juke and Bone. Picked up, I was curious about this, kind of has a Yes-esque cover. So I picked it up. This was $2. Ken Tobias and Siren Spell. It's on the Attic label, so it's Canadian pressing. And from '76, this is a limited press. I picked this up there as well. I wasn't going to do it, but luckily I had my phone with me, so I did a Discog search. And the band is called M80. They are from the mid-'80s, and this is called Maniac's Revenge on the Roadrunner label. So the Roadrunner label kind of drew me in, and just some heavy metal from the mid-'80s. I believe it was 85. So happy to find that. Really surprised to find this there. Love the band. I think I have everything now from them. This is the only one I think I was missing. Babe Ruth, Stealing Home. These I came across, and I did not have one of these, so great shape, great cover. This is actually a Punch Out Street Heart, Dancing with Danger. This is from '83. And then I picked up this also. They must have came from the same place. I picked up Street Heart Drugstore Dancer. These have all been cleaned. I picked up a better copy of Aldo Nova. I've always wanted to get this, never have. I see it quite a bit. It was cheap. I bought it. Red Rider. Won't fight it. I did not have this band's album, but I do have the others. Female fronted singer, Toronto, and the album Head On. Came across this, and Roger Hodgson, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is he from Supertramp, I think. In the Eye of the Storm. From '84, so I believe Roger Hodgson was Supertramp. This, I showed this earlier, but this one was a US pressing, and this one here is a European pressing. Same, the Dudek, Finnegan, Kruger band. So, found this. That was a surprise. I thought they were two different albums, but I did a search, and this is a Euro pressing, the other one's a US pressing. A few more left here. Love me some Marshall Tucker, so I picked up New Life. Get down the last few here. And then I picked up, I don't never see this artist albums in any stores. Kind of a surprise. I found this one, the Doc Holliday Band, more Southern rock. Doc Holliday Rides Again. This was kind of a surprise. Love this guy's blues guitar playing. Too bad we lost him. Michael Bloomfield, It's Not Killing Me. Last couple. Surprised here, hard rock, Andy Fraser from Bad Company. Fine, Fine Line. Bought this at the Vinyl Giant, fairly decent price. Thor, live in Detroit. Two more. Then I picked up some more stuff from the 70s, a band called Mirkwood. More Psych. Last one in this is a band called AKA and Do What You Like. Kind of a strange Psych album here, but still pretty good. That's all I have for this one. I got one more update, guys, and I'm all caught up. See you next time.